Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support this amendment offered by my colleague from Grand Rapids. This amendment deals with cyber schools and goes back to the governor's executive recommendation. I want to go back and to remind people, after Proposal A in 1994, and this is the problem with term limits because we often don't understand how funding was actually put together. The funding for our per pupil funding actually had dollars for retirement costs through MIPSers and transportation folded into the base of the per pupil cost. And one of the reasons why the governor tagged cyber schools and said let's put them at 80% is not because he wanted to penalize cyber schools. That's not what anybody wants to do. They wanted to make sure that it was reflective of what was actually policy for the state of Michigan. So I want to just mention that I have two cyber school academies that are in my district. I've had the opportunity to visit them. I've had an opportunity to lecture to some of the students there. But at the same time, I know that those cyber schools are different than the brick and mortar schools, whether they are a charter brick and mortar school or a traditional public brick and mortar school. Those two schools provide $0 for transportation, and because they don't have any of their teachers in the MIPSers program, they provide absolutely $0 into the MIPSers retirement program. But again, the per pupil base after 1994, after we did Proposal A, included dollars to all of those communities. And those should have been a base that were removed because when those cyber schools don't need that. And so I did a little research, and I took a look at what other states do when they take a look at cyber schools. In Arizona, they actually provide 72% compared to their per pupil amount. The governor's only asking 80%. In Florida, it's 58%, Georgia, 46%, Indiana, 55%, Iowa, 62%, Kansas, 40%. Those other states realized that there are differences between a cyber academy that does most of its functions out of one building and not having a lot of additional costs, whether they're for transportation, whether they're for retirement, for operations of multiple buildings, and they actually take a look at them differently. We had an opportunity in this budget to actually write a situation where districts, you're taking money from districts in your community. You're taking money from public schools and charter schools that don't have the same, that have different sets of needs. And so, to me, this is a really smart amendment. It's a reason why I supported the governor on this item, is because we made a commitment in 1994 after Proposal A, and we should be living up to that. And unfortunately, today, you don't do that in this budget, and that's why I support the amendment from my friend from Grand Rapids is offering. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.